another studio tour Hollywood. So it's so exciting. This is our first time here. So we're gonna talk a little about what we know, just a little bit. Like first of all, it costs how much?
Well, there's two different ones. There's the $65, which is just the tour, and then one that is $150, which is the tour plus I think some amenities and some like snacks, and I think they give you lunch, but we're still not sure. So we got the, of course, the $150, and we're gonna tell you how it is.
Yeah, so it's $150 per person. So supposedly it's more exclusive, more private, and we're gonna see we could film as much as we can. And well, I hope you like this video,
and we'll let you know, okay?
Parking not free because everything in life is not free. It is 15 bucks, which is not that bad, honestly. Like, it's 15 bucks. I mean, it's not bad.
How long do you think we're gonna be here, Kathy?
I think we're gonna be here for like 3 hours.
That's expensive.
Probably 4. The max is 4.
4 hours?
Yeah, but not that long.
Depends how slow we eat. Do you think they're gonna give it? Kathy's the one that knows the details more than us.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you.
So there's Leo. Say hi, Leo. Leo, you're excited?
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, I hope we see a celebrity though.
Look at our shirt.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at our shirt. I regret wearing it. They look cute. Pita, but yours is so up though.
Well, what you want me to do? Es que tiene los, ¿cómo se llama? Tiene the pocket. Look, it has a.
You should have put it in the front.
Oh, that looks
yours
nice.
Should have been in the front.
I know. Well, it is in the front. Leo, you're not gonna wear it. You're gonna remove your hoodie. Leo has it too. Little thing. Well, you guys are gonna tell the tour guy if he tell us what is did you do you. I'm gonna tell him. Take out your phone.
Depends on my mood. No, just kidding. Well, we have a YouTube channel.
It's our YouTube channel, and like and subscribe.
Yeah.
All right. $15 parking.
$15 parking. But if you get the early morning one, I'm pretty sure it gets packed.
Very packed. I think. There's a lot of parking right now.
From what I know, when I was booking the tickets, the afternoons, like from 11 to 3, I think sell out really fast.
They're the most famous ones.
The last.
So they give you a tour every 4 hours. Or every hour?
No, there's like a bunch of little tours just going at it. There's a bunch of little cars going at it.
Oh wow, a bunch of little cars.
But today, here's our receipt. It's not here. But we are doing the VIP tour.
Yeah, we told them.
Yeah, well, they were talking. They're doing the VIP tour. But there's a basic one that is, I think it's $69.
No, I said 65.
No, it's $69 if you're coming from like not SoCal, and I think it's $59 if you're a SoCal resident. If you just want to come without the VIP, without the tour that we got, it's gonna be the same. It's just gonna be a guided tour. But I think that one's only 2 hours, and the one that we have is 3.
3 hours, got it.
With one self-guided. I don't know. They will tell us.
We'll see.
Are you guys excited?
Yes. I'm excited. Hopefully I see Bill Skarsgård.
Dear Lord. Hopefully not. Nah, she's gonna froze. I already know. So if you don't know what floor, but you remember the character that you're part, your part. Hey, Hiren! The flying out and the wardrobe. The Secrets of Dumbledore. Oh, look!
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, that is so cute. He's hiding.
So big.
Okay. That's where. No más.
So they give you pastries, they give coffee, juice. They give you a Warner Brothers. We also have this banner, and if you see on the bottom, it says for the meal, for the voucher for a meal. Nice.
But otherwise, our very first studio would have been in the middle of Hollywood off of Sunset Boulevard and Bronson. And currently that building accesses KTLA 5, which is right across the street from Netflix. In 1927, we came to this studio. This was First National Pictures. And with all the money we made from Don Juan and the jazz singer, we were able to buy this studio. And the rest is history. So we're going to go ahead and check out our very first backlot today, my friends. It is called Hennessy Street. Now this little side portion is what we call Park Place. This would have been Medford, Texas for season 1 of Young Sheldon. But they used it as an establishing shot of the town. Now when you think of an establishing shot, think of a picture, the beginning of a title. That is your establishing shot. For shows like Friends, whenever we see their apartment building, we know the scene's going to take place in one of the 2 apartments. Annie with Carol Burnett and Eileen Gwynn. Right over here, this building would be the orphanage that is Connecticut ran. Now a lot of these have a conversation right over here on the upside down this. Now when they were doing this, they meant to have to install a rain grid over this background. Because you know California, we don't get rain like we want to. So we have to simulate that rain. And earlier, but look at that right side. That's not real brick, but the left side is. You don't have to tear down a bunch of brick and concrete all the time. We just use that as a wallpaper, rip it off when we need to, and then replace it. Now our Chicago backlot was more famously noticed by Shameless seasons 1 through 11, but mostly season 11 because they couldn't travel to Chicago because of the pandemic and the travel restrictions. Back side of it on the right side and the front of it on the left side. When those doors opened, we had 2 sitting back there. Good thinking. Now this grayish blue building, my friends, was originally created to be the Central City Police Department in The Flash back in the 90s. And the production designer favored the artwork of Tim Burton. So check it out, my friends. This is the actual fountain from the intro of the show. However, this is not the area that it was filmed at. That was done over at the Warner Brothers Ranch down the block of it. It's our sister studio. And it used to be Columbia Picture Studio until we bought that.
Big Back Theory stage. We're about to go in there.
Green screens back then, they would have like a projection of a town, somebody driving through. You might recognize him from Breaking Bad. But here's their garage, my friends. This is essentially where Al and Riley sleep. They're both Marines from the Marine Corps. They come back after their tour. They get reacclimated to living in the States again, so they're not really fully on their feet yet, so that's why they're living in the garage of Mr. Art's house. No, they just don't want that they film by location rather than going in order like a sitcom. So if you're the studio audience, you need to know what's happening from the very start to the very end. So they put it all like a play.
Who does control these lights and all this?
Any of the tech guys that sit up.
This is so cute. No? No?
No, your back is hanging.
Alright, my friends, so as a total of sound stages, we have a total of 30. We would have 31, but the board believed that number 13 was unlucky. So they decided to not have a stage 13, they go from 12 to 14. They didn't want to curse any product to use stage 13. But I don't think it's unlucky, I mean, that's their birthday. Stage 20 is currently home to The Lives of College Girls, seen on HBO Max with Pauline Chalamet. Stage 17 connected to 14. Most recently were used by The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, but most notoriously known for Shameless, seasons 1 through 11. But they also transported us to Romania, the nuns. Now over off to our left-hand side in the distance, my friends, we have stage 16, the tallest soundstage here at the studio. It's really big. We've done some pretty cool movies in there, like Jurassic Park. That's where they did the T-Rex scene where it escapes, scares the kids in the Jeep, then it eats the man hiding in the bathroom stall. Yeah, that happened in there. Ghostbusters, the part where they fight the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. We did pretty much all 3 Batman movies in there. We've done parts for the Hangover movies inside there. Most recent. We're going to actually be going to other sound stages. We're passing by Stage 7, though. Stage 7 was once known for a lot of our bigger classic music groups like 42nd Street, My Fair Lady, and even movies like Casablanca or Aladdin. Now over here up to the right-hand side, my friends, we're going to be passing by some open doors. This is actually our mill. This is where they construct all of our set pieces. This is where they make props. When we look through this door, you can see some sets being made back there. Now the mill itself is actually an actor. It's been in the movie Streetcar Named Desire with Stanley Kowalski's at the workhouse. The mill acts as the workhouse in that movie. But the mill is technically every builder's, like, university. Again, 1935. A lot of our stages were built in the 1930s. The most recent stage was built back in 1999. However, the first 4 originals that were here from First National Pictures, they were built back in 1924. If any of you are familiar with Our Flag Means Death with Taika Waititi, Reese Darby's, and Joel Fry, they filmed over here in stage 28 and stage 23 right behind us. So right down there, my friends, that's our costuming department. There's over 850,000 pieces of costuming down there, the size of a football field. And I'm going to take you guys to 2 more little backlots. But while we do that, I can show you a video about the costume department.
We love the stories that people tell in the way they dress. When you're driving by and you see a big parking structure, you just have to imagine that inside is the bulky outside department full of clothing. There are about 850,000 pieces of costume going in and out of here over the course of a year. Anything that can adorn the human body from the tip of your toe to the top of your head. We service all professional costumers or costume designers in the business. We can help you find it. We can help you make it. I get excited about reading the script. You know, it sounds like a great story. You're really trying to understand somebody by how they look. Everything that character's wearing has been thought about, sketched, maybe made, and an actor will see what that person is. They become the character.
Alright, my friends, so this second to the last backlot that we're going to see is probably the most visually stunning here at the studio. It's called The Jungle. Now technically we're in a parking lot right now, it's called Lot L, but for season 11 of Shameless, right here we have the Malkovich house and the Gallagher house. It would have only been the front facade. That was when they couldn't travel to Chicago, so we used a couple blue screens on either end of the house to simulate the rest of the neighborhood with post-production. Alright, now, the Jungle is very exclusive because we're the only studio in Los Angeles that has a set like this. And it was added to the studio back in the 1950s. Directly in front of us, my friends, we have a building. It's a cabin. It acts as a facade and a practical set. As a facade, though, you'll see it in the HBO series True Blood as Merlot's Bar and Grill.
Of course.
In Pretty Little Liars, it's the Lost Woods Resort. But for my Big Bang Theory fans, this is where Sheldon goes paintballing. Now up to your right-hand side, that wall of bushes, that's actually a bush wagon. And then our bamboo was added to this backlot back in the 70s for Kung Fu with David Carradine. But believe it or not, my friends, this area was actually used in Jurassic Park. There was a sequence when they're getting chased by the T-Rex and Jeff Goldblum's on the back of that Jeep saying, "Must go faster." They filmed that right out here. How they achieved that cool shot, my friends, they only drove down this road about 10 times. Each time they did that, they moved the location of the camera, getting a new camera angle. Using all those angles to their advantage in post-production, they were able to stretch this road out by 10 with all those 10 angles.
Are those real birds?
And then over here off to the left-hand side, we can have our actors walk through these bushes. We're going to have them walk through this side over here next to the bamboo. There's a little bit of a pathway. In shows like Pretty Little Liars, they walk about 10 steps. They stop, change the camera angle, walk maybe another 5 steps in the opposite direction, stop, change the camera angle, and just keep repeating the process. They could come over here, walking up and down these hills, but essentially they're not really lost in the woods. We could just make it look like that. Directly in front of us, we have a really cool facade. This is Alison De Laurentiis' house from Pretty Little Liars. But being that's a facade, if you were to go inside, it would only be about 3 feet of space in there before it's just a blank wall. Now, if you're fans of Lucifer, that is Cain's house. Cain was played by Tom Welling in that show. Now, as we get up to our lagoon over here, my friends, it's very, very empty, as you can see. It takes about 8 hours to fill, 10 hours to drain. And on top of that, we can even heat the water. There's heating coils underneath that flat top. So we can make it up to 85 degrees if we want. Yeah. There's an episode called Hell or High Water in the TV series ER with George Clooney. He's out here running around. He's trying to save a young man from drowning. The water levels are rising, and it's raining. But if you look really hard at the water level, there's steam coming off the water. In in Pee-wee's Pee-wee's Big Adventure, you'll see him swinging on a vine with his bicycle across this lake. And in The Little Rascals back in the 90s, Porky and Buckley,
Right here.
they're fishing out here. And then the fishing hooks get attached, and then Porky gets pulled in.
Is here.
Now we actually built some platforms in here, making this kind of like a rolling kind of hill area. This would have been the cemetery in Romania for the movie The Nun.
Is here.
And our lovely cabin over here, my friends, this was once Ira's Roadside Diner from $1 Million Baby with Clint Eastwood and Hilary Swank. But more recently, it's been used as Spencer's dad's lake house in All American. Alright, my friends, so I'm going to be taking you guys over to Stage 48 now. Stage 48 is a great exhibit. Not only will you get to learn about post-production like force perspective, the art of sound, some ADR, voiceovers, Foley effects, things like that, but you will also get to visit Central Perk Cafe, the actual set from Friends. You'll get to sit on the couch from the reunion special.
Oh.
That one is going to be soft. Yep. And then once you're done at Central Perk, my friends, for those photos, you're going to make your way around the corner. And then you go visit Leonard and Sheldon in their apartment. And you can sit in Sheldon's spot. He's not here to tell you otherwise, so please sit there. Now once you're done there, my friends, we'd have some great screen photo experiences. You can get on a broomstick fly through London like Harry Potter. You can sit on a Batmobile and drive through Gotham. Now that Central Perk Cafe that's there are 6 Friends-inspired drinks with the names of the characters. It's what they were drinking when they were here filming the reunion. So if you decide to get the Phoebe, you're going to get a cookies and cream frappuccino. If you get the Monica, you're going to get a nitro milk brew. But other than that, my friends, there's a really cool retail store in here for all things Friends. And if you are a Crazy Friends fan and you want to go shopping, this is the place to do it, only because all this stuff is limited edition to this store only, so you won't find it anywhere else. Now, stage 48 is going to be a self-guided portion, and Action and Magic, your next stop, is going to be self-guided as well. So feel free to go at your own pace from here on out, my friends.
You want to take a picture? So what we're doing, Lapita?
So right now we are getting our free lunch, which requires a hot or a cold sandwich. You get a dessert and a drink. Yeah, what you got for drinks?
I got the Monica cookies and cream blended.
Oh.
And Yeli, what you got, Yeli?
I got the matcha green tea latte.
Ice.
So basically they have, I think I have a picture if Leo could upload it next to me. So they say that these drinks are the ones that each real character, like Jennifer Aniston and the rest of the cast, would drink here in the studio lot while filming Friends. They were the regular drinks.
What do you think?
I thought it was the reunion, but I guess not.
So what do you guys think so far?
I think it's worth every single penny that you paid for.
So, and also you could get all your pictures, which we're gonna upload at the end of the video, for $135, and the videos too.
So I reviewed the cannoli already?
Yeah, go ahead.
Open my cannoli.
So this is a
that's
vanilla cannoli. We tried it in Boston.
If you guys check our YouTube video from Boston, you will see us trying the cannolis for the first time.
Is it better today? You don't remember?
No, bro. Turn the camera.
You didn't like it?
You can never just go to the original cannolis and then just get this cannoli.
The New York cannolis are better than this.
No, don't start.
No way.
What did they serve me?
I should have gotten a cupcake. What's that?
That's mine.
Well, I got the chocolate cannoli. I haven't had the ones in Boston.
I kind of
I haven't had the ones in Boston. So, only the ones in New York.
This is a buffet.
I low-key want to buy a pastry.
Uh-huh.
Go,
What do
go.
you think I'm getting that in? I didn't like the one in New York. For sure I wasn't gonna like this one.
You know what's the difference? That the filling is so much sweeter than the original one.
Yeah.
That the original one is like a cottage cheese texture. It's cheese.
It's harder. The one right here, it's harder. Oh, the one
Yeah.
over there is like softer. This one is hard.
Well, they were already pre-made, so.
Well, me personally, I did not like the cannoli in New York, so that's why I didn't like it.
Well, she's a weirdo.
I got a buffet. Buffet, something like that?
Yeah.
New York
Chocolate
and
mousse.
Boston.
Boston. I'm sorry. Boston. I think we're in the way of people taking pictures.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this is my matcha latte, and these are the sandwiches.
So this is the Kathy cookies and cream.
Yes.
And who
Try
want
it.
another turkey? Turkey milk?
Me. Everyone got turkey milk.
We all got turkey
Oh,
milk.
we all got turkey milk? I thought somebody got pastrami.
No, they didn't have it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Alright, review it.
There's just one thing missing. What's this?
Oh, sorry. So they give you a
That's
little mayo. They give you some mayo.
Oh, yeah, the pig already bit it.
Sure,
Wow.
again. Okay, let's
Wait, this looks like the sandwiches that they give at school.
see. Oh, this is. All right, let me see. The outside of the bun is crunchy and the inside is soft.
Yeah, do you want to review your shake? Oh,
I don't have a...
soon to come.
So this is the Monica cookies and cream. Apparently she got this well, the actress got this every day or every time that we're on set here at Warner Brothers, and oh my god, it tastes so good.
Better than Jack in the Box?
No, it's like weird.
Huh? Let me taste some. Let me
It's
taste.
weird. Like, it's good, but it's weird. Like, it's not as sweet as I expected.
I think they did it with goat milk.
Try it.
I think they did it with whole milk
Try
or
it have
something.
almond milk.
Almond milk. Yeah, it is almond milk.
Wanna try?
Cause like,
Oh, the matcha. I don't like
That's
matcha.
Rachel.
I don't like matcha. It tastes like water.
jelly.
Matcha doesn't have a taste for me. It just tastes like water or fish. No?
I hate matcha.
Lepeta likes matcha.
Can I get your mayonnaise packet?
I forgot to tell them vanilla pump.
Taste it.
Está bueno. Sabe. Doesn't need the
Like it, I didn't expect it to be as. I thought it was gonna be sweeter, but it's good.
Yeah.
Who's this? Monica?
Phoebe.
Phoebe. No, I forgot.
Ahí dice, aquí dice Rachel.
Oh, sí. Phoebe's.
Phoebe.
Phoebe's has good taste.
How would you rate it?
Freaking, if you guys come, I think it's $6 since we didn't pay because we got the plus tour. But I saw that it was for this size was $6.
Not bad, not bad.
How would you rate it?
That's good. It's really good.
Matcha?
Usually I get vanilla, hopes of vanilla, but it doesn't need it. Pretty good.
How would you give the turkey sandwich?
Oh, the turkey sandwich delicious.
When are you gonna try your cupcake?
Huh?
Your cupcake?
That would be later. It's not a cupcake. It's a prefer. I don't know what the heck it is.
Oh.
This is good. It's very simple but very good.
Chocolate mousse.
Show closer, show closer. And the thing. Okay.
Excuse me.
Have I ever tried that?
Oh yeah, I have tried it too. Let me see.
No.
So you've tried that
So I have had this
before? Oh, okay.
No, I haven't tried it, but I thought it was gonna taste different.
Well,
It's
you
chocolate.
tried it.
It's chocolate mousse
Okay.
parfait. So I had it before. Let me see.
Yeah,
I think I got one of these in New York. I got one of these in New York. Did you? Yeah. I think I did. When we went, only Kathy, Leo, and I. Yeah. That's good. You could taste the coffee. No way in the bottom. Try to get the all the way to the bottom.
The coffee?
It's coffee cake all the way to the bottom.
Oh, there's a little plastic. I think I got
We need to
it.
review the main store.
I was expecting to do this.
I never had it. It's good. I never had it. I'll try it.
No, I'm good. If it tastes like coffee,
Well, only the bottom bird.
Yeah, only the bottom. Try not to get the bottom.
Let me see. I like this little thing.
That's mine.
Okay, bitch, dang. All up in my business.
No.
This is exactly.
Right?
How would you give it?
I give it a 3.
3? Yeah.
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
6?
I mean, if you know what it is, it's probably good.
I don't know what it is, but I give it a 7 because I don't like coffee.
We have one more exhibition, right?
No,
We're
well, the
gonna
store.
review the big store. The store that we entered, the one
Oh,
next
yeah.
to Starbucks.
Not sponsored.
But we go on the train and they'll take us to where we first got them.
Alright then, so
Where do we get the shadow?
you guys
Out
like
here.
our videos?
There?
If you have any suggestions, please comment below.
I think so.
Thank you.
So it is made of Oreo. Look, I got a whole ass Oreo here. But it's probably like, I think it's soy milk. It's not whole milk. I know for a fact it's not whole milk.
It tastes like corn. Now that I get it.
Like corn?
Corn.
Probably corn syrup.
So it probably is soy then.
My crush. Comics.
At 25 cents.
Wow.
Those aren't scripts. God damn.
Manuscripts.
In the last few years, I've been
Wow.
in town.
That's a lot of trees.
And Man of Steel. On Argo, I had boards of the White House, the State Department, seal that look exactly the same. They may not go well in the scene if they're right next to each other.
Hello?
They should be going,
Daniel Radcliffe.
You know, one of the wonderful things about being a writer, beginning of the season,
Leonardo, you want Leonardo?
we begin in May and spend the first 8 weeks actually planning out that whole season. Everybody bring in 20 or 30 separate ideas. Newspapers and different colored markers on the board and start to kind of track out what that is.
My
Then the writer
crush.
goes off. Sometimes it's me. Often
My
it's someone else,
childhood
and,
crush.
has 2 weeks to then turn in the script. So by the time we get to the beginning of prep, which is when the director comes in and the actors get their first shot at taking a look at the script, the writer's been working on it for
Oh wow.
Oh, that. You know they got my homie Speedy.
Then they wanted to take him out.
Yeah, but the Latino community said no.
Jackson, Maine.
They got Mars Attacks.
That little alien is my favorite.
Oh, they both were crazy Asians. Crazy Rich Asians. Crazy Rich Asians.
I've never seen that movie.
Me neither.
I'm gonna do my best alien impression.
Okay, go Yen.
So I'm gonna
Design.
design the Great Gatsby because you know I love the Great Gatsby. So I'm gonna be
made, no?
No. 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 No, it's
Before it gets full. Before it gets packed.
apparently getting suckers.
Hey, who the hell? Okay.
There's no line.
Okay, where?
Oh, for the friends.
Okay, let's go.
Before it gets
Wow. That's great.
I'm finally awake.
My fair lady. ¿Estaban todos bien blancas, ¿no? Como Adriana.
Still don't feel like eating though.
Okay, Bida.
the food is hella good.
Bueno, a Leo sí le caben esos.
Leo, those fit you.
I like those.
Leo's a perfect size of
We're going like that.
Oh, ya no están, porque ya no están ya, there's no more.
So I'll just show them that one.
Yeah.
And not the original where it goes, the hallway goes over there, and the kitchen is like somewhere over here.
Alright, Bida.
Harry Potter.
This is the first.
Real
Picture
quick,
is
here we
up.
go.
Get ready to record.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing? Oh, Mum made it. Looks like you got one too. I got presents.
Oh,
Yeah.
she know that one. She know that one.
I've got presents.
She know that one.
Where you going?
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron.
Oh, dang!
Got him.
Oh, Mum made it. Looks like you got one too. I got presents. Yeah.
You need to work on your lip syncing a little bit more.
Just left it. Leave it until it falls.
Alright, oh, I see you're a Harry Potter fan. Great choice. Alright, when it's time to record, you're going to hear some countdown beeps, and your script will appear at the bottom of the screen. Just read along with the script, you're going to do great. But before you record, I'm going to play the original scene for you to review, so pay close attention to Harry and the timing of his lines. Here it is.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, you had to sound more questionable.
Yeah.
You had to sound like a question.
Looks like you got one
And then
too.
you have to act surprised.
And then you had
It's
to
got
act surprised with the question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, picture is up. Get ready to record.
Come on. Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it. Looks like you got one too.
I got presents?
Okay.
Nice, really.
That should be a nice.
Here we go.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, the lip sync good. The lip sync
Mum
alright.
made it. Looks like you got one too.
I got presents?
Oh,
wow.
okay.
You got it.
Here you go. Put your hands up like this. There you go. Now relax. You know what's up.
Ah, shrewd and sharp. Slithery!
That's my house. Yes.
We'll see.
I'm so very proud of it. Yeah. Look at this way for me. Nice. Put your hands up like this. A little bit higher. There you go. Relax for a moment. One more.
Ah, shrewd and sharp. Slithery!
Yeah.
You know yourself. That's important.
Oh, look at him.
Are you all one group here?
Yeah.
You as well? Or are you separate? Okay, no problem. But you're in the same group.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Look this way for me. Nice. Reach up like this. There you go. Now relax for a moment.
Ah, shrewd and sharp. Slithery!
You guys get to go to school together.
I know.
Thank you.
She's a Slytherin. Go.
No. Take it out.
Hi, I'm Paul Harris, and I was the choreographer of the battle scenes in Harry Potter and One of the Phoenix. Replicate creates, created, and developed the physical language, fighting with one known as one combat. So now let's try move number 1.
Oh, damn.
Body nice and straight, well above the head, clean curve, one aimed directly at the enemy. Bring the one forward of the head and whip it back. Now let's
What the heck was that, Cassie? There you go. Put some wrist into it. On guard.
bring the right side to the enemy.
Dang.
The other way.
Hey, I don't see no spells happening. I don't know.
And now let's try move number 3.
I don't see no wands. Oh, damn. Underarm.
Keep your eye on the target at all times. Now, let's see you try the Alright, let's see.
Laviosa. We're gonna do this. Add a dash of standard ingredients. And then add a unicorn. And then mistletoe berry. It's steaming. And then steaming. Touch the wood. Voila. It's
Oh.
all oopsie.
What?
I think Kelly can do it.
Let me go to the other one. Okay, so I have one. And then you add a dash of standard ingredient. Standard ingredient.
Who's smoking weed up in here?
What's the standard ingredient?
I don't know, I think it's on the other side.
Yeah, powder, you want to pour?
You're gonna make the potion wrong if you can't even get one right.
And mizzle.
And then touch the one.
Stroke that one. Damn.
What do you mean? It's steamy. That means it's good.
What happened?
So you add one,
Oh, it's right here.
and then dash of standard.
I couldn't find this one.
There you go.
Unicorn.
Because you already did this. I saw you.
Hi.
Damn.
Es una roja en nata.
It's because I'm a witch.
Y del mismo color. Because the color is your blouse.
Hit it.
Some eyeballs.
Some eyeballs that are not labeled.
And dash of eyeballs. There you go.
I'm scared. I'm horrified. Get up.
Patch your finger through the pages of the book in front of you to activate the beast of the wall. Oh, okay, there you
Oh,
go.
I put a cockroach.
Oh, he's gonna eat.
Wait, is he gonna eat it? Eat it, dude. Oh, you actually have to wait. Come on, man. Oh. What? There you go. It's cold. Oh, hell no. That scared me.
How how many bites to get to the middle?
Something land in my eye.
Where's Kathy?
Real Oscars. Okay, go. Who's first? Me?
This is DGW. Show the logo.
Thanks. Thanks.
My name is Leo. I'm 19. And let's go Wolves.
Let's go because he's ready to go.
Even though the Timberwolves are already out. But what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. And I'm against the team Leo said.
They're already out of the league?
Oh, they're already out of the playoffs? Since
Yeah.
when?
Patrick Beverly gone.
Oh.
Can't Who are you? Who are you?
Hi, my name is Esperanza. DGW, like and subscribe.
I like that one. No, it's all good.
Here you go.
Why did I say Wolves?
guess.
Oh, Hermione used this one. Hermione used this.
No, it's a
Mug. Okay, Pita, so what do you think about the tour, huh?
I think it's worth every single penny that you spend here. Should I tell them like everything that we did, or
What's your favorite part?
going inside the sets? I go inside to see how they film, because you usually don't imagine that there's no ceiling and there's a bunch of lights. Like, I can imagine all the lights in your eyes. That'll be horrible. But I can do it.
How you recommend it from 1 to 10?
I recommend it at 100.
At 100? Oh, you're
It's very good. It's very good. I like it. We'll say more details later when we're at the car. We'll tell you more details.
What about you, Leo? What you thought about it?
I like the museum parts. I like seeing stuff like museum wise, but yeah, I just like seeing stuff. It was nice. It was chill. Seeing where Spider-Man kissed, that was nice. Because Spider-Man that's my favorite superhero.
I thought it was Superman.
And no, it's Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's sure Spider-Man. So what do you think, Leo?
I like the exhibits. The rooms were small for the exhibits, but they were like packed full of things. They're small, but they have a bunch of things that you could do. I liked it. I did like it. I like interactive things.
Hello, friends. So we just came from Warner Brothers studio tour, and well, let's see, Kathy, what you thought about it, and
I like it. I feel like it's worth spending more than the regular tour, because from what I know, the regular tour is like an hour, and they don't take you inside stages. Like we went inside, I think 2 stages that are filming. I mean, they weren't filming, but they were active stages.
Active, yeah, 2.
So
And then we
we
like walked around. We even went to the prompt section. It was fun.
It was very fun.
And then they gave us free food in the, well, it's not free, but like it comes with the package in the morning and lunch. So that was good. And you could get anything you want in the cafe. Like
you can do one beverage, 1 pastry, and either a hot or a cold sandwich, because they'll have hot or cold sandwiches.
They were out of pastrami and what is it?
They were out of pastrami and
Cuban.
But the turkey one was good.
The turkey was good. The turkey was
And then what else?
And we got to see the set of Friends. Was it the set? Yeah, right?
Yes, we're like a little set of friends.
Yeah, and
I got to sit on Sheldon's spot.
You can't say that. He might hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't tell him that I sat at his spot.
And then, well, it is kind of a lot of walking. I feel like it's a lot of walking for the Plus tour. But it's walking, but it's not a lot of walking. Like right now, I injured my back and my knee hurts. And I could do it. Like I did it. At the end I was like, oh damn, it was really hurting my knee, but I mean I did it, so I guess people could. Yeah.
No, it's not a lot of walking.
It's a good experience.
Yeah.
Because you see behind the scenes, how they do, like all the movies are actually made here.
All of them.
Everything. Like they even did a Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, huh?
There was more, but I feel like there's more.
Green screen.
Yeah, everything's green screen. I feel like it's more TV shows though. Like he said it himself. He was like, oh, when I first started working here, I thought I was gonna see everything, but when I soon realized it was only TV shows that were filmed there.
Oh, so
like
shows.
And then go.
No, go.
Oh, and then I learned that Warner Brothers actually rents stuff to other companies like Disney Plus and Sony and all this stuff.
to do
And
their
not only
shows.
that, Warner Brothers has another place that they do
Is
bigger. It's a
the-
bigger set.
Warner Brothers Ranch.
They got bank.
Yeah, so they that one is bigger, and they say that they usually do like bigger projects there. Because
Like
it's
the
more
like
acres.
they did. I know they did Agatha's house in the ranch, which is like from WandaVision, and that's Disney Plus, and they still use Warner Brothers.
The student was. And we wish we can like show you everything that we did, but unfortunately, of course, they don't let us record
As much
as
we like
much.
to.
We tried to record outside, you know.
Yeah, there
You'll
were two
see.
stages that we couldn't record at
Yeah,
all
the
because they
two
were
stages,
active.
they
So
were active, so.
And
But
they
we took
don't-
pictures. They let us take pictures, which we're gonna put pictures.
And they couldn't. Well, we couldn't film because some of the stuff that they had on set was a spoiler, so
Yeah.
people don't want that to get out.
No way. So they don't.
So,
They're pretty
mhm.
restricted.
Yeah, there was one place that you couldn't take that many pictures neither because it was big spoiler alert. So.
The props.
The props.
Yeah,
where
the
the
props,
props,
yeah,
where
we
they
couldn't
go to
really-
get the
They
props.
actually show the shows. That
Yeah,
they're
they
renting
show the
for, so
shows,
Sorry,
and
sorry
they-
for that one.
There
They
was some
show-
shows that I have never.
Yeah, they show the shows and the date they're gonna use it from what time to what time and the date and
So
like you.
major spoilers.
Mhm.
Major. So.
And he
Like,
was
I don't
like,
know.
"Oh, just don't." I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people out
I think
there
we
that
took
still take.
pictures, but we made sure that there was no tags.
Yeah, I
in
took a
them.
video. I took a video really
But
fast
did
like
you
that,
guys
but you
take the
can't see the
pictures of
video.
the Men in Black alleys?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Okay,
I did take a picture of the Men in Black on the
Okay.
top. So we're gonna put pictures, which I'm gonna put a little bit, but I think it's worth your money.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is
worth
worth
Yeah,
it.
your
yeah,
money.
This tour is worth paying for.
Yes, it is.
So if
Mm-hmm.
you ever come to LA or you're here in LA, yeah.
And if
This
you
tour is
think
great.
you can't walk that much, if you want the Studio Plus tour and you can't watch that much, they provide wheelchairs from what I know. Like you just have to
Okay.
call them saying that you have a special like accessibility or you need accessibility help, and I think they don't take you in those golf carts.
They take you to your own
Like it's a
special.
different one that has a ramp.
Oh,
Kathy!
I know. I told them I was like I should have called, but then at the end I'm like no, I will feel weird.
Why? Okay, so yeah, so that's basically it. And like we have said before, if you guys have any suggestions, any tours you would like to go, but you don't want to waste your money because you think it's not worth it, let us know in the comment below. We'll go for you.
Merchandise coming soon.
Oh yeah, merch. We have our
We
merch.
have our own merch.
We did our first little shirts. Oh, so cute.
Like and subscribe, and let us know in the bottom comments
Yeah.
where you want us to go next.
Bye. Until next.
Until next time.
with all the money we made from Don Juan and the jazz singer, we were able to buy this studio. And the rest is history. We're going to go ahead and check out our very first bathroom. So if you guys want it's like a weekly rental for these items. Good.
Damn, look at all this spirits. Damn, look at all this spirits.